Hello and welcome to the Drum Awards for Design 2022, live from Shoreditch, right here in the very heart of London.
Indeed, and the Drums Awards season is now well underway, and today is the turn for the design sector to take centre stage as we reveal this year's winners live from the Drum Labs. It's a pretty cool place.
It's a cool place and a cool audience, but we'll come to that in a moment.
We will.
But this year's Design Awards actually attracted an incredible number of entries from around the world, and believe me, the competition was fierce. One category alone had 90 entries, so if your work has even been nominated for an award today, you should be very proud indeed.
Yeah, I tell people that all the time and they never believe me, but the entries were staggering this year, really good, and the work was even better. So Gordon and I love having, of course, we said, our live and alive studio audience with us to keep us on our toes during the show, just in case you step out of line, boy.
Yeah.
So trust me, he will step out of line. And we are going to speak to many of the winners who are in the audience today, or they may be upstairs and they may be tuning in all over the world, but we can't give that away quite yet. So how are we doing, live studio audience?
Okay. Yes, I can confirm they are alive. This is great.
Keep it that way.
The Drum Design Award doesn't exist as an isolated competition, oh no, because the Drum Design Awards is actually part of a global movement for the drum design awards generally. And the Drum Design Awards attempts to celebrate every single part of the marketing ecosystem. We basically want to identify the best work in the world. We're going to then distribute it through a website, which is one of the biggest websites in the world. And our aim is to make the work famous and also the people behind it famous too.
Yeah, indeed. And, you know, the design sector has been a real hot favourite for the Drum. Actually, I know it's been one of your favourites. I've worked with Gordon for 19 years, and this is the event you always talk about, isn't it?
Yeah, because the design ebbs and flows. In the 90s, it was really hot, everything exciting. When tech came, it seemed to lose, you know, sort of emphasis. But I think it's back, and these awards are going to prove it.
They are indeed. And, you know, today serves as a reminder that, you know, even in the high-tech digital age that we all live in, the ancient art of skill of great design is absolutely crucial to everything that we do, and it really does change lives. And, you know, we always talk about how marketing can change a world. Well, design can and does change the world.
It does, absolutely, and that point is going to be made a few times throughout the show. But our awards competitions aim to really celebrate the people behind the work. That's absolutely key. This industry is really all about the people, and this event will really recognise that.
Yeah, and you know, as I said, we're going to meet lots of those talented people, and what we tend to do now, you'll notice when you enter the awards, we really encourage the entrant and the person doing all the work. It's bloody hard work. But we ask them to sort of name check everyone that works on that piece, because often it's not the people that get recognised, it's the business, it's the campaigns. But we're all human beings, and we all, you know, we're doing a great job, and you guys have done a fantastic job. And if you do want to see your work, and you know, anyone tuning in who's not involved in the awards, go to, as Gordon said, that little tiny site, but the third largest in the world, thedrum.com, to do just that after the show.
But before we kick off, we should really thank a really important group of people, and these are our judges, which this year was led by Natasha Tatner-Wardner, and they're our judges. And I have to say, these guys really did go above and beyond the call of duty, because they not only you know, took the time out to assess all the work, but they gave us real feedback and really interesting ideas about how we can improve the show. So we do owe a huge debt to them. So let's hear it for our judges.
Now, we certainly hope we're going to celebrate here tonight. We're certainly celebrating around the world. And we are celebrating in one other place, up in the bar, where we have Chris Sutcliffe. Chris, can you hear us?
Hi, Gordon. Hi, Lynn. Yes, I can. We're upstairs. I'm with a fantastic group of revelers who are really getting into the swing of things. And hopefully we'll get to see many more of you coming upstairs later on in the night.
Well, as far as I'm concerned, we have the more alive studio audience. Up your game, Chris.
I was going to joke that Chris was there we go. Yes, they're alive. The live
They
audience
are
is
alive. Hopefully they'll come more alive. Okay, do you know what? Enough of this rambling. Let's get on with the show. Will we do that?
I think we should.
Let's do it. Okay, our first category tonight is experiential design. Okay, here are the nominees. And
experiential design really g0gets this experience off to a great start, because the very first category of the night, we have not one, but 2 awards to give out, which is fantastic. So the first award goes to Havas London for Nubian Jack Community Trust. Let's see the work.
One would hope there would be a reasonable balance, but unfortunately that isn't the case. There's probably around 1% of blue plaques in this city go towards people of African Caribbean descent. That these people have not been included in the celebrations of brilliance and aptitude and excellence that their white peers and contemporaries have is a crying shame.
There's so many things that I did not know, so many things that I was not taught, so many things that I was not told. And when you realise those things, it empowers you.
Now, she was known as the Queen of the Ivories, and now there's a campaign to get wider recognition for the work of Winifred Atwell. She and the artist's model Fanny Eaton are both to have black plaques put up in their honour. So it's all about recognising the contribution of black Londoners.
The Black Plaque Project is humble in its objectives. If we are able to proliferate the stories that would otherwise have been buried alongside their owners, then we'll be making a massive difference to our understanding of this country moving forward.
Well, we are absolutely off to a great start. But Lynn,
Indeed.
would you like to maybe give us our next category?
Yeah, well, no, I'm just going to give you the next winner because, Gordon, we're not skipping over the winners here, even if they are in Canada. It is Zula Alpha Kilo for Single Cut Beersmith. Wow, how good was that? Wasn't that a pretty damn good piece of work? Now, before we move on, I don't know if anybody knows that Gordon believes himself to be a good guitar player. So, I have decided, now we don't have the pick, unfortunately we don't have the cans, but Gordon, do you want to play a little tune?
No, I don't. Tell you what, Lynn, do you want to sing us a wee song?
No, I don't. No.
Whose cap is this, right?
Okay, on you go.
These chords, Lynn is going to sing.
I'm not singing.
Jolene. What does it do, Jolene? Come on, Lynn.
I didn't do it to Sarah. Jolene, 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 Jolene. I'm begging of you, please don't take my man.
I've had enough.
That kind of backfired on me. Oh well, okay.
And we did use most of the chords in that campaign.
Really?
That's why I selected that song.
Did you learn from it?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, congrats to Zila Kilo. Okay, next up is moving imagery design. Let's check it out. Great stuff. Well, we do have it highly commended by the judges this time, and it is Pinter for Wonder Vision. Congrats to all of you guys.
But, congratulations, but the award goes to No Mint for WWF. Let's see the work.
The Arctic is warming almost 3 times faster than the rest of the planet, changing the Arctic ecosystems forever, causing destruction around the planet. Once Arctic ice melts, we can't get it back. We can't negotiate the melting point of ice. World leaders must take immediate action to keep 1.5 alive.
Wow. Well, what a stunning piece of work. I'm so happy that we have our winner, WWF, with us tonight. Now, when we watched this in rehearsal, we were just talking about how beautiful it was, and we would love to know what was your thought process for sort of putting this together?
I think with the climate crisis, it can be quite overwhelming for people, and it can be quite stressful as well. And I think trying to communicate that there is an issue, but also putting it in quite a calm, easy way for people to digest that information was probably the key to that, and being very quite visual in terms of the ice as well. We know that polar bears are very well known for how they are being affected by the climate crisis in the Arctic, but it does affect us as well. So it's that kind of emotional but not too draining way of putting that message across.
Yeah, well, it was stunning, and I think I love polar bears even more, if that was possible.
And one important question. What's your name again?
My name's April. I work for WWF in the marketing and fundraising department. So this was one of the things that we put together.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you very much, and I will let Nomad know, and it'll be ecstatic.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up, we are going to look at design work that was created to make the world we live in a better place. It's the Design for Good category. Let's check out who made the shortlist. Okay, well, first up, our judges have chosen to highly commend the work by Canadian agency Zula Alpha Kilo for Black Business and Professional Association and its partners.
But there is a lot of good work in the Design for Good category, because the judges have given not 1 award, not 2 awards, but 3 awards.
Wow.
So well done. The first award goes to Zulu Alpha Kilo for Pief Harley Davidson and its turban. Let's see the VT.
Tying a turban, it's more than just a fashion statement. It's a whole heritage. It's your freedom to express yourself, your identity. And that's what riding is to me. Being on an open road, feeling the wind on you, it's just freedom.
Without my sense of pride or my religion or my turban, it's kind of like, who are you or what are you?
Having an option to wear the tough turban, I think it's amazing. I'm actually very excited to see how they pull this off.
Stunning piece of work.
Stunning piece of work, actually, and what's amazing about it is a very innovative piece of fabric. They use chainmail, would you believe, as part of it. On impact, it hardens up. But what they've also done is they've released it to the world free of charge, so anybody can use that fabric as a way of, making protective clothes. I just hope somebody will make flat caps out of it.
My goodness. we did ask them to send us one for Gordon, because I was going to get the baseball bat. We were just going to test it out, but we didn't think it was a good idea.
Yeah, thanks for that. But anyway, moving right along, because as I say, we've got lots of awards in this category. And the second award goes to Havas London for the Nubian Jack Community Trust. Congratulations. Now we've seen that work before, but well done to them. But the third award in this category goes to Ketchum for Mayor of London. Let's see it.
In 2021, there was light at the end of the tunnel. Vaccine rollouts across the UK. We all breathed a collective sigh of relief as a path to freedom was on the horizon. But not everyone shared the same outlook. Whisperings of conspiracy theories and fake stories were drowning out the benefits of the vaccine and spreading like wildfire in the under 35s, especially in cities like London, which led to increased hesitancy when they came to booking their jab. So the Mayor of London needed to find another way to remind young Londoners just why the jab was so important. Not through fear, but through the things they love about their city. Enter VaxCam. Inspired by the NBA Kiss Cam, we filmed young people all over London getting and celebrating their COVID-19 vaccine. The footage was immediately set upon by designers who brought the best bits of London to life with emojis and stickers. And then we beamed it across London to remind young people of what's been missing from their lives. So we went big, really big. The jumbo screens at Piccadilly Circus to the greens of the Oval. Bus stops, the morning metro, and even a reminder when you're getting a late night fix in the chicken shops. Normal service resumed. And the impact? VaxCam and resilient young Londoners showed that the spirit of this city always shines through.
Wow. Fantastic stuff again.
Yeah, fantastic. So I remember, obviously, you were very sort of restrained through that category because there's 3 winners, but now you can show your appreciation.
Well,
Yeah.
that's a good segue because we're now going to move on.
Yep.
Were you going to say something, Gordon?
No, just, the Jumblies marketing change the world, and that's a really good example where design is beginning to change the world as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It's cracking stuff, and the work this year is pretty good. Art direction is up next. Let's see who's made the cut. Great stuff again, and it's a well done and a massive congrats to the highly commended is Wunderman Thompson, UK.
Yes, but despite being such a big category, there's only one winner this time. And that worthy winner is Oliver Agency for The Guardian. Now, I believe The Guardian are in the building somewhere, but are they in this room?
Are they here?
No, they're not.
Oh, I think they're upstairs at the bar too. The drinks are on The Guardian.
But anyway, it's a brilliant piece of work, celebrating the 200th anniversary of The Guardian and using the typography, inspired by the topography of the last 200 years, but a brilliant piece of work.
Absolutely, a belated happy birthday too. Now, the thing is, before we move on, do we want to remind people what they win if you do win a drum award?
Yes, that's not a bad idea, Lynn.
So we have here, which you may have got the theme, it is a drum kit for a reason. So the trophy is an iconic drum, and this actually is what you can do with it if you win multiple awards. So this, do you want to tell the story about this one?
Well, an agency won quite a few awards, so they basically made it into a drum kit, and they gave us one back. So it's the first time somebody sent us awards back in such a nice format, so that was Stein IS.
Yeah, it was, exactly. So we felt we had one.
Yeah,
okay.
But they weigh 3 kilograms. Which is heavy, but the other side is they're made of solid aluminium, so they're actually very environmentally friendly. Something like 90% of all aluminium ever produced is still in use. So
there you go.
I thought I'd say that.
It'll last forever. Okay, now we move on to a really popular category that attracted agencies and brands from all around the world. It is brand identity. Okay, let's find out who made that shortlist. Well, a very strong category, as you can tell. And our judges have highly commended the entry by Lawless. Congrats to you.
So a big category this. So who has scooped it? Well, I can reveal that the winner is in Canada, and it's Rethink for the National Magazine Awards. And there you go, an award has won an award.
There you go, how good is that?
But we should explain that slightly because it might be quite hard to see. But basically, the National Magazine Awards in Canada celebrate, can you guess? Great magazines. And that identity is based around a spine, a magazine spine. So the whole identity is built on the spine of a magazine. And for those who are in Generation Z, a magazine spine is something you used to get on an edge of a magazine. Used to be able to print on it. People like me used to spend hours agonising the words we could put in the spine. You put it in a shelf, that's all you could see.
Now he agonises over lots of other different things. Yeah. But yeah, you know, you should get you at the bar because I'm sure you've got lots of old tales to tell.
I can tell you all my spine anecdotes.
No, please don't. Okay, we are now moving on to design impact, recognising design that made the biggest bang and generated the deepest impact on its intended audience. Okay, let's check out who's in the running. The highly commended entry goes to, it's a brand that I absolutely love, it's Pinterest. Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations, Pinterest. But actually, and excitingly, we have a member of our judging panel who's going to reveal this category, and that judge is Sheila Gray, Vice President of Brand at Wink in New York. Welcome.
Welcome.
I'm thrilled to represent my fellow judges in recognizing this year's winner in Design Impact. This idea made us jealous. We love that the team was able to create awareness for this topic in a context that's super, super personal to people. Daily delivery. It was surprising, it was humble, it was respectful, and it was designed really, really, really well. Congratulations to Orders of Sacrifice by Zulu Alpha Kilo for Home Equity Bank. Cheers.
Home Equity Bank and the Legion National Foundation have partnered to bring Canadians a glimpse into veteran sacrifice and stories with historically accurate field ration kits.
Historically made kits include hardtack biscuits, chocolate, tea bags, sardines, canned evaporated milk, and canned corned beef.
Great stuff. Wasn't it so good? I think this is one of your favourites, wasn't it?
Well, it's brilliant, isn't it? Because it's, it's everything. It's a great idea. It's some really good design. They've almost done a sort of their own sort of own range products as well. I think it's absolutely brilliant. So let's hear it for Alpha Zulu Kilo.
Well, of course, they are wonderful, but also we had a wonderful panel this year, the judging panel for the Design Awards, and chairing it was the fabulous Natasha, who you mentioned earlier, from Bow and Arrow. So Natasha was actually going to be with us tonight. Natasha, I know that you're tuning in from wherever you are in the world, but she sent us a few words, and you know, I think it's just lovely. We think Natasha's done a remarkable job in these awards, hasn't she?
Definitely.
So let's hear it for Natasha.
Thanks for having me. It's an honour to be chairing the awards. The entries revealed a snapshot of the industry in the last year, and we saw some fascinating themes emerging. Projects with I&D as their drivers, the power of simplicity, minimalism and restraint in design, and then bravery in tackling issues that were previously taboo or considered off limits. It's brilliant to be working at a time when these approaches can win awards. It's a time where design is everything, and I don't mean that as a throwaway statement. Design is now realised as a powerful business tool in the world we live and work in. Design has moved on from making stuff pretty at the end of business processes. It's moved on from design thinking. We live in a world now where design has the potential to create the business idea, to be the product itself, to transform the futures and fortunes of our clients. So, today, we celebrate the power of design and its potential, but design wouldn't be so powerful without the incredible pioneering leaders we have in this industry. When putting together the jury for the awards this year, I wanted not to reflect the industry, but to highlight the design leaders that challenge the status quo. So, here are a couple of stats. 63% of students studying design at university are women. Many of them are brilliant. And because they're talented, they get jobs in the industry. 60% of junior designers are women. But what happens next? Only 17% of creative directors are women. Just think about that for a moment. That means 83% of creative directors are men. Our industry is out of balance. It's even more so for people of colour. A recent study by Design Can found that only 13% of design employees are from Black, Asian and minority ethnic backgrounds. When I was starting out, people of colour that could use their brains were stereotyped as future doctors, lawyers and accountants, not designers or creatives. There were very few people who looked like me, and there still aren't enough. So that's why I wanted a jury made up of role models to inspire those that come next. We as a jury aren't perfect, but we are a step towards how design leadership could be. This jury is from all over the world, influencing design from client side, in-house at places like Spotify and Google, to agency side and sole entrepreneurs. Breastfeeding during judging, bringing neurodiverse thinking, to digital accessibility and equity experts, to representing the points of view of our many creative introverts. This jury isn't the norm, and it's made up of 68% women and 50% are BIPOC. Why is that important? It's important because we as an industry need to challenge ourselves, what we think is normal, what we think is important, and what we think our future should be like. We need to be clear about what the young people coming into our industry see and what they aspire towards. Designers need and deserve to see leaders that are paving the way and helping to create a world that is more equitable, and that includes different points of view. They need to see people that look like them in leadership positions, to know that there's a role for them in the creative industries, whatever their background. That's what this jury represents, a shake-up of the very makeup of our industry, and we definitely saw that in the discussion, the challenge and the incredibly high standards of the jury this year. We bonded as a jury and debated, and by all accounts, had a brilliant time doing it. It was definitely something unique to be a part of. So with such huge, heartfelt thanks to them, let's have a look at the winning entries.
Isn't she amazing? Let's give it for Natasha.
Yeah, she's amazing, and she did put a fantastic amount of work into the jury selection to make sure you've got balances across ethnicity and gender. I can't say that word. But I do think you see that in results. I think we've got work coming through now, which I don't think you necessarily see coming through in the past. So it does make a difference.
Yeah, it does. And thank you to Natasha. So
yeah, I have to say, I like the bookshelf as well.
I really liked it. Yeah, it sort of put me to shame. Yeah,
I'm going to have to sort mine out.
Can you read? You have books? I just wondered.
Even if I can't read, the colours, I'm thinking I can have order.
You're colouring books. Okay, we're moving on, Gordon. It's not about you. Right. Effective ageing design is next. Let's take a look at the nominees. Okay, straight to the winner.
And this category, yep, straight to the winner. No messing around. We don't want to get too old when we're sort of considering this result. So I can tell you that the winner is Techland Kindlicides for Morrow. Let's look at the work.
a pair of glasses now. They look really cool.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. Chetland Kindleside obviously did all the sort of graphic identity, the website, packaging, but they had a brilliant product to work with as well. And if only I was in that target market, I'd buy a pair, definitely.
Well, they did actually reach, I think, through all the media and stuff, I think in a few days it was 5.5 million people.
Yeah.
So it was a really cracking campaign. So yeah, great stuff. Okay, now we move on to resourceful design. Let's check out the nominees. Well, the judges were very generous in this show because they have highly commended 2 entries, and they are Bickerstaff 734 for Alaska Charity Store. Congrats to you. And there is another for Propel Swoop Airlines in-house agency for Swoop.
And I am excited to announce this winner. We also have another judge who's going to do that for us, and this time it's Stephanie Edwards, co-founder of Urban Symbiotics. Welcome.
This entry and winner was not only a fantastic example of resourceful design, but also a great example of how to add interest, excitement and delight to how everyday materials and resources can be reused. This design enables items often seen as waste to be reimagined into something glorious by anyone that takes the care to do so, or even better, by those that stumble across this piece of work. It is also beautifully and simply executed. So, the winner is Rethink for IKEA Canada. Congratulations.
Now, I love this book because the basic idea is you got these leading chefs to look at the stuff people would normally throw away, thank you very much, and they would make meals. And last night, during the research, I thought I'd try one of these recipes. So this recipe is banana skins. Ironically, I peeled a couple of bananas, threw away the banana itself to keep the skin. And this is actually banana bacon. It's bacon, and I made it especially for Lynn. And Lynn, here we have a little gift for you. And you look hungry.
You're too kind.
So this book had something like carrot tops, and this is actually banana
Do you expect
skins.
me to try this?
Of course I do. It's delicious. And I can go Jamie Oliver. Shall I tell you what's in it?
No, don't. I can't even pick it
Well,
up.
what's in it is you have to scrape the white out of the banana. You then marinate it in soy
I
sauce,
can't even
paprika, garlic, chili, more chili,
It's actually...
lots and lots and lots and lots of chili, and then you give it to Lynn. See what happens.
It was delicious. Thank you. It was like a really hot stir fry.
Does anyone want some? Or do you think there's enough banana skins in the show already?
Okay, we are gonna...
Oh, for goodness sake, sorry.
I'm gonna get you back, Gordon.
Is it quite hot?
It's really hot. Okay.
You handled it very well.
You went well
I
in that
tested
chili.
people earlier on, they dashed for the tap.
Okay, beautiful. Right, we are moving on. It is brand campaign. Let's find out who has made the shortlist. Okay, I'm still not recovered. The judges have highly commended Elmwood for JSK Consumer Healthcare.
Yes, well done, Elmwood. Give them a round of applause. But the winner this time is another award for The Guardian and the Oliver Agency. Well done.
Great stuff.
Yeah, I love that work in progress pun.
Yeah, it's very good. Okay, next up tonight is the illustration category. You've guessed it, we're going to have a look at the shortlist.
And can you believe we actually, in the illustration category, have a draw? You do. And Chris up in the bar is going to put them in the picture. Chris, who's won?
Hi, Gordon. Hi, Lynn. I feel like I'm about to deliver some points for Eurovision, but I am delighted to announce that the winner of the first award in this category goes to Magpie Studio for Straits Kitchen for Pan Pacific. Congratulations. It's a fantastic piece of work, and I'm delighted to be joined by John from Magpie Studio, who'll say a few words.
I mean, it was a lovely project to work on, celebrating culture, celebrating food. We had a great time, and we're really honoured.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much again. And so, moving on to our second winner for this category. Obviously very hotly contested, but I can confirm that the second winner in the illustration category is Brand Opus for Oscar Mayer. Congratulations. Certainly the funkiest bit of creative we've seen so far, and I'm delighted to be joined by Scott, who will say a few words, I suppose.
Yeah, I'd just like to thank Robin Davey in particular and everyone at the Brand Opus team who made this amazing project really kind of come together. So thank you.
Fantastic. Well, thank you so much, and we're going to hand back to the studio now. But congratulations again.
Wow.
I've actually had to go in that Oscar Mayer mobile.
Have you?
Yeah, it's in New York. See, all the perks you get in this job, you would not believe.
That sounds great, Gordon. Well done. But thank you for sharing that. Do you know, don't you think they look great? It's so funny. They're so reserved up there about when we got later. They'll be like, whoa. But you know, I don't know if I can say this because I don't know what I can and can't. So I'm going to get cancelled at some point. Yeah. But they did actually look like either bodyguards or a boy band. And I couldn't work out which. But they looked very good. So yeah, I'll hide after the show. Yeah. The next category is integrated design. Let's check out the nominees.
And I'm delighted and excited to say the next winner is going to be announced by another one of our amazing judges. And this time it's Helen Fuchs, Executive Director of Design at Us2 UK.
This work was arresting not only for its execution, but also that it's taken until now to highlight that so many notable men and women of African and Caribbean descent have been missing from London's famous blue plaques. And this work expertly added new plaques to recognise 30 Black Britons and told their stories across billboards, web and socials. As judges, we really loved the mix of honouring the tradition of famous blue plaques alongside a really brilliant reinterpretation of the plaques across channels. And as one of our judges said, the idea driving the execution is excellent. The design feels like it channels the blue plaque with the billboards as the freshest element. I want to say a huge congratulations to the winners, Havas London and the Nubian Jack Trust for this brilliant project.
Wow.
Yeah, amazing. I think that's our third award tonight.
I think, yeah, doesn't count. Yeah, it's very popular. I always remember, you know, like after the judging, that was the sort of entry a lot of people were talking about back. I was going to say in the office, remotely in the office. Okay, well, next up, we have mobile app design. Who made the shortlist? Well, we're going to find out. Well, the judges this time chose to highly commend us two for the body coach. Congrats.
But I am excited and delighted to say that I'm going to announce this category this time.
We're making you work for your money, Gordon.
Yeah,
you need to do something.
But I can say the winner is Transport for London.
We launched TfL Go in summer 2020 during the pandemic. It introduces a bold new approach to digital maps. Inclusion has been a driving factor for innovation. During the pandemic, a live map of London made a huge difference. Stations and lines were closed and you could see everything that was happening at a glance. The design is intentionally very clear and calm. For the first time, Londoners can switch the tube map to a live step-free view that includes all the details you need if you're in a wheelchair. Having that sort of live step-free information can be life-changing for many people. We carefully crafted the app's assistive features. The layout adapts seamlessly to dynamic type, and we designed the voiceover experience in detail for a clear and fluid experience.
7 stops to Blackfriars. Walk 3 minutes to Tate Modern, London.
Wow, great stuff.
Yep. Indeed. I mean, I love that sort of combining that sort of iconic map with a sort of travel app. System's really, really nice. It's really also good. I've downloaded it, been playing with it myself. But anybody who's got mobility issues as well, it was going to be invaluable. Now, obviously, Transport for London are in the transport business. The winner is here, was here, but has transported themselves up to the bar. And we would have interviewed them and told them how amazing they are, but we'll maybe try and come back to them later. But
yeah.
In the meantime, congratulations.
Yeah, we'll call them a bit later. But, you know, it's another example of thoughtful design, and I think we're sort of seeing it through a lot of our shows, a lot of the, whether it be pure advertising, design, you know, a blend of many things. I just feel it is for good work. So, yeah, it's really nice to see more of it in this show tonight. Okay, next up, and always a competitive one, is packaging design. Okay, well, let's see who made our shortlist. Well, picking up a highly commended is Design Bridge for Green King.
Great.
Brilliant stuff.
But as Lynn said, this is a very competitive category. And so we actually have 2 awards to hand out. And I'm sure if they get together and celebrate, they could call it a rap party.
No one else got your joke.
Anyway, the first award, it's one we've already seen actually, goes to Zulu Alpha Kilo for Single Cut Beersmiths. Congratulations. And I'm not going to pick up the guitar this time, don't worry. But the second award goes to Pearl Fisher for Love Ocean. And, well, come up to the podium, perfect. And actually, reaching down here, because we can do a bit of an unboxing. So I think we've got your...
do it.
got the product here, don't we?
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but
Let's
this is beautiful, and really wanted to see it because obviously the concept has got refillable bottles.
It's nice.
That was exactly it. Yes.
Saves the planet. But also it's tactile. It's lovely to touch. Good shape. Am I still on your stuff?
Would you like to work for the brand? I think really they should hire you.
I was going to say it smells great too. I know that's not what you won for, but it smells really good.
Yes, everyone have a big bath.
Yeah, pass it around. So yeah, I mean, so what was your kind of thought process? I mean, it is stunning, it's beautiful, and I actually want one. I might just take it. But yeah, what was the kind of thinking behind it?
The thinking behind it was really to create a wellness brand for a younger generation. So thank you so much on behalf of our wonderful client, Gabby Jennings, and the Pearl Fisher design team. Their thinking was to bring a wellness brand out that was there to be recyclable, but really to educate a younger generation from using personal care in the right way. So the plastic is all totally recyclable, and it, as you said, Gordon, it refills. So it's to bring them up with good habits.
And what I really liked about it was it's quite cool design as well. I mean, kids always get, like, I grew up with matey.
Yeah, exactly. I was just thinking, I bet everyone's thinking of matey.
Yeah, it's just something that's really classy bit of design. It feels good.
Yeah.
I'm sure they'd want to play with it in the bath as well. And as I think you said in your submission, it's a great way of starting conversations as well.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, obviously, we're all trying to design in better ways across sectors now, and that really, design can play such a lead role in that. So it was about using the right substrates, the right product, and obviously it was a client that was really wanting to bring something out and answer a need in the market that wasn't there. So really pleased that the judges saw that.
Well, congratulations, and I'm sure later on you can get bubbly of another nature from the bar.
Oh, thank you. I hope everyone's sanitising with their bubble bath.
Well, let's give it a round of applause. Congrats. Wow, it's nice to have winners with us.
It is nice to have winners.
It's really nice. Editorial design is up next. Let's check out the nominees. Well, lots of good contenders there. And we do have a highly commended, and it's Logo Archive for BP&O, Unlocking the Archive, and University of East Anglia.
But I can tell you that the winner of Editorial Design Award is Rethink for IKEA Canada. And now can someone pass me Lynn's pudding?
No, please don't, please don't.
No, I don't get a cup. I had this sort of orange peel and eggshell dish for you, but
Oh, did you? Did
lost
you
it.
do cakes as well? Was there cakes in it?
yes, there is actually.
I would probably prefer that, actually.
Yeah.
I might give that a wee go. Next up, we are going to look at physical product design. Okay, and this time we're just cutting to the chase. We're going straight to the awards.
Yes, we are indeed. And it is a very, very physical product that has won because it is Tough Turban and Zulu Alpha Kilo for Harley Davidson. Yes, and you cannot get more physical than that, can you?
You cannot, no, it's brilliant, absolutely. They are sweeping up actually across so many shows, not only for us, but in the industry as a whole. So yeah, I think the guys are pretty happy.
Yeah, Zulu Alpha Kilo are quite a cool agency, and they've actually got a really cool website as well, which is very built around parody. So I'd recommend you have a look at it. It's the most different and interesting website I've seen in the industry.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, definitely check it out. But of course, the other place you have to check out is thedrum.com. So we're obviously delving in. Do you think it was sort of self-promotional here? But you know, we are delving into the work in a bit more detail. So yeah, definitely check it out because it's really good. It's really inspiring. Okay, but for now, we're going to turn our attention to point of sale. Here are your nominees.
Well, two strong contenders there, but the judges have chosen to award Dare Digital for Diageo. And this is brilliant. Let's see the VT.
In a global pandemic, it looked like the good times have finally stopped rolling.
This is a raid!
But Diageo weren't giving up that easily. So for Father's Day, they came up with a way to bring people together even when they were apart. Introducing Message in a Bottle, a virtual gift tag that uses speech-to-text technology, giving more of a human touch and really making the moment a memory. So, how does it work? First, when you buy a bottle of the good stuff, you're prompted to create a personalised voice message for whatever the occasion.
Hey Dad, it's me. Happy Father's Day. I hope hearing your favourite child's voice has brought a smile to your face.
Next, Message in a Bottle detects keywords using the same smart voice recognition technology as Amazon. And finally, on the big day, Dad's just unwrapped his bottle of scotch and spots the QR code.
Hey Dad, it's me. Happy Father's Day. I hope hearing your favourite child's voice has brought a smile to your face. Say hi to Mum and the dogs and have a glass on me. See you soon and stay safe. Love, Lily.
So, did Message in a Bottle work for Diageo? Well, sales increased by 60%. Personalisation increased by 40%, pushing 4 brands into the top 10 sellers on malts.com and maintaining our stronghold of the market share. In fact, it was such a hit, Message in a Bottle was rolled out globally in 20 different languages and to a host of different brands. Now, that's something to raise a glass to. Diageo, Message in a Bottle.
Wow, that was great.
And I love that. I mean, who would have thought sales promotion would ever be more interesting? Because I remember when I was a reporter back in the late 80s, starting out, I used to hate visiting sales promotion agencies because they're always the last people you want to visit because always bog-off deals, self-talkers. And now here we are with this sort of work. It's amazing. Thank you for making sales promotion interesting. Let's hear it for them again.
I do have a question. Do you think your dad would ever notice to sort of zap the QR codes?
No. In fairness, he wouldn't. I think my dad would get a bottle of whiskey. He would see the whiskey. He wouldn't notice the QR code. And I'd have to phone him up to let him know I'd left a voice message on the bottle.
Yeah, I bet that was part of the campaign. It was to make you phone your family to tell them what to do. You know, in my day, it was teaching them how to work the VCR. So anyway, never mind. That's giving my age away. Now we move on to a very strong and competitive category. It's a lot of nominees. Okay, let's find out. Let's see who they are. Well, lots of great work in there, and the judges have highly commended Oliver Agency for The Guardian. Honours to more stunning work. And the judges have also chosen to highly commend the entry by Baxter and Bailey for New Scientists.
Well, you said this was a strong category, Lynn, and I think you're absolutely right. Because
Wait a minute, hold on. You said I was wrong? You said I was...
No, I think I might have said did I say was you right?
You said I was right?
No,
Thanks. Okay, I thought I was right.
No. Maybe do that bit again. No, it's on camera, isn't it? Don't forget that. Well, Lynn, I have to admit you were probably right, as we have 3 award winners to reveal this time. 3. Our first poster winner is the entertainment agency for Netflix. And what makes that really cool is, notice the Doctor Who in there, the new Doctor Who's in that poster. There you go. Anyway, obviously nobody did. The second award goes to Canadian agency Rethink for the National Magazine Awards. And frankly, Lynn, I love to see an award win an award. Fair play to them. And this is why I'm really excited about our next winner, because the third award goes to Kentai Lee Design Lab for National Taiwan University of Science and Technology, and you've given away, and the DNAD exhibition! The DNAD have won a drum awards! Well done, D&ED. You've been recognised all these years of struggling. As a low-level award, you've broken through, hit the big time. Welcome to the world of Premier... Sorry, I'll just shut up now.
Yeah, Gordon will get cancelled, won't you? Yeah. One day. But yeah, congrats to them. Great work. And
yeah, it was actually a really nice campaign. I think it's for a New Blood exhibition, and it was brilliant. So
it was very, very good. Okay, well, our next category is print design. Let's find out who our nominees are. Well, really nice work in there. And the judges have this time highly commended Magpie Studio for Mr. Lion and Lower Group. Nice stuff.
Congratulations.
Maybe they'll send us one.
But the winner goes to an agency in Singapore, Plus Collaboratives for Fuji Film Business Innovation. Let's see the VT. And I'm delighted to say that despite the fact that I think it's 2 a.m. in Singapore, the guys have stayed up and here they are.
Hello.
Well done, guys.
Now, I guess if hey. So I was going to say the first question before we even ask you about your entry. How tired are you right now?
We are extremely tired. Because actually we just had a baby and she's 1 month old, so she's keeping us up all night.
Oh, so you're up all night anyway, good. But it was a beautiful piece of work. It covered all sorts of different mechanics and mediums. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it was a bit almost origami type activations as well. Just tell us very briefly, what was the idea?
The idea was because in a very traditional print industry, right, the paper is always medium, which is typically seen as a 2D medium. So we wanted to show something in a 3D form that was able to really bring across the metallic printing of our clients' capabilities. So that's the driving idea behind what we did. And that was eventually expanded into a whole entire catalog and imaginary explorer that went through this whole idea of seeking out these bugs so that we could have the different weather cards, the collaterals and all that to showcase the print in many, many different forms. Yeah.
Yes, it's an absolutely fantastic piece of work. And we've got some samples here, which we'll show people after the event. But in the meantime, thanks so much for staying up for us. I hope that the baby now sleeps for a while, so you can maybe catch up and sleep too.
Oh, no.
And hopefully you celebrate in style. So yeah, fingers crossed you celebrate in style.
Thank you.
Yeah, congratulations.
Oh, when I heard about the baby, I felt really, really bad. Did you not?
No, it actually made me feel better. I thought they're up anyway. I thought they stayed up for us, but it turns out they stayed up because they're babies.
No, it's a beautiful piece of work. And as Gordon says, we do have the sample, so we'll show you a bit later, because I think you have to feel and touch it and really...
Who said print was dead? That's the thing. It does open up the opportunities for that medium is still alive and well.
Absolutely. Okay, well, for now, though, we are moving on and we're going to Public Health by Design, which recognises design work that promotes issues around, well, you've guessed it, public health. Let's see our, and this is like a Gordon bad joke, our healthy shortlist.
You're on fire, Lynn.
Well, our judges have highly commended the entry by Zula Alpha Kilo for Constant Skin and Care. Nice work.
Indeed. But since Chris has done such a good job, shall we go back to Bart and let him announce this category? What do you think, Lynn?
I think we should, yeah. How are you getting on, Chris?
You're too kind. But as you can see, by night I tend to hang around in bars. It's fun. But by day, I'm the senior tech reporter for The Drum, and I can tell you that the winner of this category did so with a piece of communications that any writer would be jealous of. So, delighted to announce that the winner is Ketchum, from Mayor of London's office for the Vaxcam campaign. So let's take a look at that now. Or rather, in fact,
Oh, the runaway.
The runaway. We're getting him. Fantastic. Congratulations.
Thank you.
How do you feel?
Ecstatic.
Anything else?
No, just great. Thank you.
Well, fantastic. That's great. So yeah, we'll hand back to the studio. Congratulations again.
Wow.
And I have to say, it's good to see our senior tech reporter looking so designy. He made a special effort to put his jacket on, so he didn't want to look tech, he wanted to look design tonight, so he has succeeded.
He has succeeded. He's pretty cool as well. The thing is, though, we were calling him a roving reporter. Maybe we should call him the raving reporter.
I think we're getting to that point where it is more rave than rove.
Wait till we hit the bar, guys. It'll be all good. Next up in today's show, we have self-promotion. Let's check out the shortlist. Well, for striking the right chord, see what I did there? The highly commended goes to music. Great stuff.
Yeah. Well done with that with that pun, Lynn.
It's quite good, wasn't it?
Very good. She is getting better at the puns. She's been learning from a master, but she's actually keyed the next one up quite nicely. Anyway, the winner of the self-promotion design is Together Design. Well done. And Together Design, we can actually do a little unboxing here.
We can. Why don't you do it?
This is part of the campaign they won, and they teamed up with this famous chocolate manufacturer. His name escapes me at the moment, I have to admit. But it's based on the sort of Austrian legend of Krampus and Santa, who used to terrify... Krampus used to terrify the kids, and Santa used to obviously not terrify them, the opposite of terrifying. But the one for the packaging, which is beautiful, they sent us a sample. I almost disqualified in the grounds. There's no chocolates in here. But I'm sure they'll sort out. But anyway, congratulations.
Congratulations. I think they portrayed it on us. I was the good one and you were the one that scared everybody. Okay, now we are rapidly, before I get into trouble, we are rapidly moving towards the major categories of today's show. Obviously, it is Agency of the Year and the Grand Prix, but we will announce them very, very soon. But before we get to those, let's look at a favourite. It is typography. Let's check out the nominees. Well, another very strong category, and the judges have highly commended Wonderman Thompson UK for White Ribbon. Congrats to all of them and the team.
But again, I love this winner. It's brilliant. I think you're going to love it too. The winner is the green space for Sinead O'Dwyer.
It is a lovely piece of work, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Well, next up is website design. Let's take a look at those worthy nominees.
Some excellent entries there, I'm sure you will agree, but we're going straight to our winner, and that winner is Luzen. Well done.
tell much from that, but it was like the little bird family crossing the river, and it was really, really sweet. I mean, I think from that, it doesn't, that's why you have to go to thedrum.com. It doesn't do it justice.
Well, the aim was to
quite
actually
here.
build a sort of this truly interactive experience. So they're using a sort of Web3 top techniques to build this world. So it's well worth a look.
Yeah, it's beautiful. Okay, next up is writing for design. Here are the nominees.
Well, Ellen, since Chris is such a brilliant writer and this is copywriting, why don't we let Chris hand out this award? What do you think?
Hello, Chris.
Thank you so much, Gunn. I'm going to hold you to that next time I ask for a pay rise. I'm delighted to welcome you back to the Drum Bar, where the wine and beer are flowing and where we will see some of the winners later on. But for now, I'm delighted to announce that the winner for this category is UK TV Creative for Alibi. Congratulations. A fantastic and dramatic piece of creative, and I'm delighted to be joined by Callum from UK TV Creative. I think you have somebody to thank.
Yeah, my thanks to Pete Allinson, who's at home watching. So, well done, Pete.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Pete. All right, fantastic. Well, we'll hand back to the studio, and hopefully we'll see some of you in the bar very shortly.
Yes, well done, Chris. Our interviewer of the year there.
Yes, well done, Chris. You've got everybody talking up there.
Yeah, that's what you call a bar side chat, incidentally.
Literally. Okay, we now are approaching the kind of bigger categories now, and we're going to kick off with Rising Star. Okay, let's find out who's made this really important shortlist. Wow.
Yeah, I love this category. A lot of research goes into this, so we're sort of we get feedback from the judges clubs, about 2,000 members of that. We're speaking to the community. So these three people have immersed in that process, so all of them do deserve a round of applause, really, for even doing that list. But I can say that our winner, according to his colleagues and friends and associates, is a technically gifted, multi-discipline designer who can transition between bespoke animation and illustration and editing with ease.
Yeah, and if he can't do something, he very quickly learns how to do it. Now, junior members of the team looked to him as an example of possibility, which I think is a really nice line. And he is considered by all who work with him as an extremely reliable, talented, and more importantly, future-proof designer who simply loves what he does.
So, do you want to know who the Design Rising Star is? Yeah! Do you want to know? Yeah! Well, I can reveal that the Rising Star 2022 is Stephen Peebles of Retina. And we can see him in Zoom now. Maybe we can't. Oh, there he is.
Hello.
Congratulations.
I was going to say, did you cut your hair just for the show?
No, it's still here. I've been saying all lockdown I'm going to cut it, but it's still here.
You know, congratulations. So you can you now maybe do a little transition between, illustration and animation now as an example of your adaptability?
Not right now.
Right.
Normally, but
yeah.
I mean, how does it feel? You know, you're obviously been ranked out of the industry globally, that people think you're like pretty awesome. I mean, how does that make you feel?
Great, to be honest. Yeah, no, it's very bizarre. I didn't even know I was up for this award till Monday, and Yeah, no, just very, very, very happy, very thankful to everyone that I worked with, my family, my girlfriend, and yeah.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure they didn't nominate you, incidentally.
Yeah, they did not nominate. But the question, I can detect the accent. I didn't detect it at first. Where are you from?
Originally from Crail in Fife, but I'm living in Glasgow just now.
Wow, a Fifer picks up Rising Star. Congrats. And I'm sure we know that you know how to party in style, so you'll be fine.
Yeah, but seriously, congratulations. This is no mean feat. The reason you found out so late is you cannot enter this category. It's done through, industry research, and for you to emerge on top
amazing.
is no mean feat. So congratulations.
Yeah, great stuff.
Thanks very much.
Wow. He ought to be chuffed, and he ought to ask for a pay rise.
Yeah, and you can pick up. Yeah, and you can pick up the trophy from the Glasgow office.
Oh, he can. It's going to save in postage and everything. Oh my God, I'm really glad he won it. Okay, next up is a really important one. It is Agency of the Year Award. Now, as Gordon said about the Rising Star, it's really important that we sort of set the slate clean here so that you understand how it works. So for Agency of the Year, it used to be that you could enter this should you choose and if you thought you were really good. But we kind of thought to really get the deserving agency, there has to be robust research done. So what we basically did was there was 3 data sets that we used. So we had the peer poll research, we had client ratings through the Drum Recommends, and that's where your clients will go on and truthfully and anonymously say how good or how bad or how wonderful you are. And then we also used the poll of the Drum Awards, how do people do in our various competitions. So there was a lot of research done, and we're going to take now a look to see who's in the running.
Well, I should say, anyone in that shortlist should be very proud because it was a robust process. Potentially, there was several thousand agencies who could have been on it, and for you to cut through is amazing. So I think you deserve a round of applause, frankly. But the clients have spoken, the industry has spoken, the awards have spoken, and I can tell you now that the winner of Agency of the Year 2022 is Pearl Fisher.
So Pearl Fisher, I don't know if is Pearl Fisher here or have they made it to the bar?
Pearl Fisher are in the bar. So we're going to buy them some drinks later on. They weren't here, but they've gone to the bar.
Yeah, but they should buy us some drinks.
They should buy some.
They won. They're celebrating. Now, their clients did say really, really nice things about them. So we are... Oh, actually, I'm getting the autocue back to tell you what it was. So they said it was the attention to detail and true understanding of objectives that set Pearl Fisher apart. They are an absolute joy to work with. We love their enthusiasm and energy that comes across in every session that we have. And the quality of work to date has been extremely high. They're a collaborative and they basically take on board feedback and challenge with a positive can-do attitude. And that's not from us, that's from one of their clients, so pretty well deserved.
Yeah, congratulations.
Okay, we've only got 2 to go now, and we have reached our penultimate award. It is the Chairs Award, which means it is the personal favourite piece of work from our judging chair, which, as we know already, is the wonderful Natasha of Bow and Arrow. So please welcome Natasha.
We live in an interesting time, a time when we celebrate and appreciate history, where heritage is rich, but we live in a digital world. Design plays a crucial role in this. Celebrating and appreciating the rich heritage of a classic design whilst bringing it up to date for the digital age is not easy, but this team demonstrates that it can be done brilliantly. I am proud to announce that the Chairs Award for 2022 goes to TfL for its London Go app.
Yeah, a fabulous piece of work. We've already spoke about it, but definitely check it out online. And thank you once again to Natasha.
Yeah, and download the app if you want a good look.
Indeed. Okay, but this is it, everyone. We've now reached the ultimate. We had the penultimate, now we have the ultimate award. It is the Grand Prix, which goes to the very best piece of work from today's show. So we're going to show you all the winners so far, because you're all in the running. If you see your work, feel extremely proud, give yourself a really big cheer. Let's check them out. Wow, fabulous work, don't you agree? Wasn't it brilliant? Well, I would like to now welcome one of our judges, Gayatri Yadav, who's the Chief Marketing Officer of Sequoia Capital India, to announce the winner.
The Drum Design Award celebrates creativity, strategy, and impact. But to win the Grand Prix, the pinnacle of all the awards, it has to do something more. Design at its core really addresses the deepest problems of society, the strongest aspirations, and moves humanity forward. We were all thrilled to see the entry by a local Canadian dealership, Pfaff Harley-Davidson and Zulu Alpha Kilo, which sought to answer the basic question of how do we allow Sikh riders to enjoy the freedom of the open road with the safety of a helmet while wearing a turban. And in trying to answer this question, the Zulu Alpha Kilo team really went beyond and explored both form and function to create something that looks like a turban, but with the safety of a helmet. We think that this is an entry that goes beyond, a tick mark on inclusivity and diversity, and really addresses something so fundamental and is so respectful of differences and identity, and really does what all design aspires to do, which is move humanity forward. Huge congratulations to Pfaff Harley-Davidson and the Zulu Alpha Kilo team for showing us all, how it's to be done, and when design is done right, just how much it can do to fundamentally address the opportunities and challenges and show the way forward. Fabulous and hearty congratulations. Thank you.
Well, that is a fantastic Grand Prix.
Yeah, it is. And I think one thing that I really agree with is the respectfulness, not only of thoughtful design, of culture, of religion. I thought it was really beautiful, and I think it had so many sentiments along the way, which I think everyone in here and certainly our judges appreciated.
Yeah, and it's a great example of the design community solving a real world problem.
It is absolutely case in point with that one. So many congratulations to our Grand Prix winner, of course, Zulu Alpha Kilo for Pfaff Harley-Davidson. Very well done to you. I'm sure they're going to be celebrating in style. They better be.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm sure they will be. But well done also to all of our nominees, all of our highly commended, and of course, the biggest cheer of all, to all of our winners. Well done.
Now, the results are now live at, funny enough, thedrum.com. So make sure you head there to check out all the fantastic work from the show. A massive thank you to our judges for judging. I mean, they spend a lot of time doing this. So we want to thank them so much. And also, let's remember these awards are part of the Drum's Global Awards movement. And thank you to Natasha, who was amazing. She was a brilliant chair.
Absolutely. And thanks to You guys are through the audience. It's here. Thanks to everyone in the bar as well. Hey, thanks, guys. I'm going to join you in a moment. And of course, thanks to everybody out there for viewing us wherever you are in the world.
Yep, and on the 15th of June, definitely tune in because we are revealing the results of the Drum Awards for Marketing 2022. It's hotly contested and the work is really good.
Very exciting indeed. So that's really basically that's all it remains for me to say is goodbye, everyone, from the Drum Labs.
Goodbye. We'll see you again very soon.
Thanks.